This is a presentation to the annual Joint Water Convention and the Irrigation Workshop on the Mouse River Plan in the Mouse River Basin in Minot and throughout the rural reaches. So Senate Bill 2020 and the 2019-21 biennium allocated $82.5 million for the Mouse River Enhanced Flood Protection Project. Of that $82.5 million, $46.6 million was designated for work inside of the city of Minot, Minot city limits, and $35.9 million for reaches outside of Minot for Burlington, Belva, Sawyer, other areas in the Mouse River Basin. The Water Topics Committee saw the shortfall in revenues into the Resource Trust Fund and asked us to come up with a 40% reduction, and we reduced our budget by 40% or $33 million. This consisted of delaying one of our phases, MI5, and also WC1, which is the Terracita-Vallejo portion of the project, into the next biennium. An update on the current projects: MI1, which is 4th Avenue flood wall, is about 3,000 feet of flood walls, 190,000 gallon per minute, stormwater pump station, and utility and street relocation. That project is 95% complete and is scheduled to be 100% complete in June of 2021. MI2, which is Napa Valley Levee and Forest Road Levee project, consists of about 9,000 feet of levees, 2 stormwater pump stations, transportation closure, and a vast amount of armoring on the river channel. About a $35 million project, and that project was completed in September of 2020. MI1 through MI5 and WC1. These 5 projects are the projects that are made up in the legislative intent of Senate Bill 2020, which consists of $193 million to complete these phases of the Mouse River Enhanced Flood Protection Project. Once these phases are completed, it will remove approximately 60% of our residents in Minot from the new FEMA floodplain. WC1, Terracita-Vallejo, is one of the projects that was delayed due to the reduction in funding, about a $13 million project. It is all designed, permitted, and ready to go as soon as funding is allocated, hopefully in the 2021 biennium. MI4 is our Maple Diversion Project, high flow bypass diversion. This is a portion of our project that has a federal interest, now included in the latest legislation for federal authorization. Phase MI5 on the east end of Minot. This project was redesigned since this was being the funding turned back, and we couldn't come to an agreement with Burlington Northern Railroad to cross their railroad. This project is about a $56 million project, about 70% designed, and will be ready for bidding in early 2021, pending funding approval from the legislature. Eastwood Park Floodwall Levee is the next portion of the flood control in the city of Minot we'll be starting on. It's flood control on the south side of the river. We're starting design and permitting in early 2021, and it will be ready for construction as soon as we have funding appropriated for this. Outside of the city limits of Minot, we're also continuing with flood control, flood risk reduction. The Burlington Bridge project was completed this year. It raised the bridge and added additional conveyance underneath the bridge for the Mouse River. Burlington project was split into 2 projects. It initially was one large project, but due to funding and some acquisition issues, it was broken out into 2 projects. The south phase is currently under construction. It's about 40% constructed and will be finished up in 2021. The north phase will be ready for bidding in early 2021. Outside of Minot, in additional areas of the Mouse River Valley, Mouse River Park Bridge design is about 90% complete. That will raise that bridge and add additional conveyance for that area. Delva Bridge is also about 90% design complete. That also raises the bridge, adds additional conveyance, as well as the Sawyer Bridge was about 90% complete. These projects will be ready to start construction and bidding as soon as funding is allocated for them. The final item is our STAR program, which is our structure acquisition, relocation, and ring dike program for the rural reaches. It consisted of one ring dike that was constructed around one of the rural residents, relocation of 3 participants, 166 structures that were acquired, 131 demolished, and some of them resold, 27 structures resold. There's a total of 35 participants in this program, and about $10.4 million spent on the STAR product to date. We are looking at closing out this portion of the project as we have no other participants ready to participate in this at any time. With that, thank you for the chance to give you an update on this. I encourage you to view our progress at www.mouseriverplan.com for construction updates. Take a look at our webcams that we have on our different projects to see the progress and get any information that you need on the Mouse River Flood Control Project.